Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? On the run, it's Lee. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Gets into space at the 50. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Third down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Missouri now in the red zone. And there's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. He shows off the juking ability. Not much room to run. It's a short game. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Touchdown, Missouri. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Michigan offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass caught, second down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Great cut there. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
It has been a tough first.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. Oh, and he fumbles. He quickly lands on it and prevents the defense from creating a takeaway. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job in taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And the Wolverines will have to kick it away. Punter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. And this is off the side of the foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offense tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of Sometimes college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. Took contact on the throw. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down quickly, but the gain moves the football to the 30.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. That completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Eludes the rush. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Nice grab. It's Lions.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that one's straight down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Mizzou's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Offense is back on the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He breaks free. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his second punt of the game. They'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. Return it brought down. Sets up the next drive. Comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? He shreds the tackle.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And now the running back's got it again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fights off a defender. And they finally stopped it, but a decent gain that time.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Now it's second down here. Oh, it's a reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. On the ground, it's Lacey. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Your offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. That puts them on top in the second half. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
The PAT makes it 10-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They get him down after the completion.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Here's a carry for the fullback. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a 1st down.
Takes the toss and heads left. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Using his legs. It's Lee. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. And the single back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Lee.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Need to pick up something here in 3rd down. A field goal try here will be from 58. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And the ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. He's at the 50. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
This is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the tailback's got it again. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. He missed it. After the miss, it's still a 3-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Now, it wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking right. This one caught. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Here's the second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Boy, nice pickup there, Chris. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up another big play.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Gonna run it. It's Lee. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
They could use some yards here on 3rd down. A field goal try would be from 54. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Patchett. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. Offense getting ready for their last drive. Time ticking away here in the final quarter. Hands off to the left. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Tigers. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? And looking to throw now on first down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Contact as he let the ball go. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, here in the fourth quarter with the lead, and you're the defense, I don't mind giving up some completions, but you can't let these guys get out of bounds and save the clock.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the Wolverines looking to cash in the red zone. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.